Hello everyone. This is a random video that I'm going to do today, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give a little demonstration of the capabilities of our Roomba from vacuum cleaner from iRobot. You may have seen the commercials on TV where it says, "Hey Roomba, go clean whatever," and something like that, and that works great in a commercial. I'm just going to show you today it actually works really well in real life too, and we're a big fan of the Roomba by iRobot. Not to mention the brand name, or not necessarily the brand, but and definitely the concept of it. So I've always been a big fan of this. And so what I've done is I just cut my hair, and when I cut my hair, what I usually do is I do that in front of the sink in the bathroom. And so I'm going to try to take our video and see if we can do it. And so you can see the sink over here. There you go. The floor in the bathroom down there, I cleaned up most of the hair that I already had there, but there's still hair going to be on the floor, and as a result I need to clean it up. I could get out the brush and broom and sweep it up and stuff like that, but on the other hand we have the capability, and I can do something as simple as this. And so over here on the dresser you'll see that I have a Google Mini, and our robot is actually linked to the house, and so I can say something like this: "Hey Google, have Junior clean the hair in the bathroom." And
sure, starting Junior in the hair in the bathroom.
there it is. And so now, while we wait for Junior to show up, let me tell you a little bit about our Roomba from iRobot. We've actually had Roombas in our house for many years, more than 10 years, actually probably about 15 years now that we've been using this. This is actually our fourth, technically it's our fourth robot that we've had. We started with the very simple version, the cheapest one I got. And over the years we've improved it along the way. And then this spring we got this new version, which is the i7, technically the i7 Plus, and so it's even beyond the i7. The main capability of the i7 is that it creates a smart map, and so it maps your house, and so it knows where the various rooms are in the house, and you can control that with the app, and so you can do things like this. I just told the Google Assistant to have the robot clean an area that I defined as the hair in the bathroom, because that is where I cut my hair. And sure enough, look who's here. There he is. This robot, we call him Junior. Technically he's our fourth, but and in fact technically his name is Otto, O-T-T-O, but we discovered that we can't actually call can't use the name Otto when we talk to Google Assistant, because it always does a spell check and turns it into A-U-T-O, and then it doesn't know what we're talking about. And so we just started calling this robot Junior. And so if I come over here and direct my video, see if I can actually see something, and there he is. There's Junior, or Otto, technically Otto the fourth, who we call Junior, cleaning the area out in front of the sink where I cut my hair. So this is going to go on. He's going to take about 10 minutes to do this or something like that. In the meantime, I'll pause and then I'll pick it back up at the end of his run. Actually, in the meantime, I'll provide some commentary, a little more explanation of what's going on here. So when you first get your i7 robot, what you have to do is you have to let it go out and just start cleaning the house. And as it does that, it creates a map of where it is and going to be. What the Roomba wants to do is it wants to go through your house at least twice in order to create a really effective map. And when it has that, once that map is created, what you can do is you can go into the app and you can define areas such as various rooms. And so Otto knows right now that he is in the bathroom, and he knows that I'm standing in the bedroom, the master bedroom, and so he knows that information. But from there you can go on and you can even define specific regions. And so This area specifically in front of the sink is an area that I have defined as the hair in the bathroom, because that's where I know my hair would be. The area behind it, for example, behind the closet door and over that area, if Otto were to clean the whole bathroom, he would go into those regions. But since I told him to just clean the hair in the bathroom, he's only going to clean right in front of the sink. And he does that very effectively. Does a couple passes through there, and it won't be long before he's out. He's decided that he's going to be done. And when he does that, he'll go back home. I don't know if you noticed, in order to activate Otto, all I had to do was tell my Google Assistant to have Otto clean. And oh, sure enough, look at there. He's already done. He's got the little blue light that's telling me that he wants to head himself home. So we'll follow him home. So I could tell my Google Assistant, have Otto clean this area that I defined as the hair in the bathroom. And Otto communicated with Google coordinated with, or communicated with Otto, and woke him up, sent him over here, and now he's heading back out of the kitchen, and he's driving home. And in doing this, he's not actually vacuuming anything. He's just on his way. Maybe I should turn the light on as he goes to there. Where is he? There he is. And there he is. He's heading over to the base. You can see the base in the corner over here. Turn in there and get into your spot, Otto. His precision's off a little bit. On the other hand, the base provides us with an IR signal. Oh, where are you going, Otto? Find your base, pal. Don't worry, he'll find it. The base provides an IR signal. There you go. Otto gets into position. We're going to line himself up and head back over. I do want to wait until he docks, because you'll see some other features that we have with our Roomba. He'll figure it out. He knows where he's going. There he goes. We turn toward the base. Yeah, just like all the iRobot bases, all the Roomba bases, it puts out an IR signal that Otto can detect. Once he detects that signal, he follows that home. So even if he doesn't have the map in his head, he can still find his way home at that point. He's going to load up. Once he gets up and docks, he's going to start charging again. But before then, give it a second. Complete your mission there, Otto. So what you just heard was the Roomba emptying its dustbin. That's the advantage of having the i7 Plus. The i7 robot is the one that has the automatic the mapping, the internal mapping, and the i7 Plus, when the Plus means that it has an auto empty of the dustbin, and so there is a bag inside the base, and so then Otto at the end of the run, Otto will go and empty. It's really interesting that Otto knows that when his dustbin is full. If you have Otto on a job that's a large job, for example, when Otto's cleaning the whole house, Otto will go over to the base when the dustbin is full and will empty, and then go right back out and pick up right where it left off, because it has a map and it knows where it is. Similarly, if Otto has a problem that the battery runs low, we have, as far as I can tell, Otto can do about 1,000 square feet on a single charge. And so when the Otto's battery runs low, it heads back over to the base and sits back and charges. And then when it is sufficiently recharged, it will go back over and pick up again where it left off. And so it's very smart in this regard. So this is the Roomba i7 Plus from iRobot. I will also add that iRobot as a company has been very responsive to us, and especially when getting this new smart mapping uh, robot, there was a lot of things that I had to figure out when I was doing it. Will it do this and will it do that? What happens if it doesn't complete a run and doesn't finish a map? What should I do next? iRobot customer service, especially through the Twitter account, is very responsive and been very helpful along the way. And so we really appreciate that. So this is a random video and really a dumb thing. And I'm not a paid spokesman of iRobot, although I'd be willing if they want to send me some money for that. But no, I just appreciate that what they have. I really like it. You can program, because you have the smart map, with the app, you can program your Roomba to go out and clean various aspects of the house at various times. You don't have to deal with those invisible walls anymore like we always used to with the old Roombas and things like that. We still have the invisible walls if we need them, but we don't need them anymore because I can tell Otto, just go in and clean the kitchen, and or set up a program, schedule a cleaning run where it cleans the kitchen and the entryway and the living room, and I don't have to worry about anything else. I don't have to worry about setting up walls or anything like that. And Otto stays in that area that I pick for him. And so, really, really like the capabilities of this vacuuming robot. You pay for it, no doubt. This is the most we've ever paid for a Roomba, but at the same time, the capabilities of it are just absolutely wonderful. And so, Otto is a really good helper in our house, and so we really appreciate that. It's one of those things. If the various different areas that I have programmed, when I'm working in the kitchen and I spill flour on the floor or on the counter, I have a tendency to do that, and so there's a specific area where I tell Otto to go clean up the flour mess, and he knows where to go for that. It's also possible on your map to tell Otto to not go to places, so if you have an area where there's a lot of cords on the floor or something like that, you can block that off and say, stay away from the cords, Otto, and he'll definitely do it. So a lot of great features for this Roomba, this i7 Plus from iRobot. I just wanted to do a quick demonstration of it and let you see the type of things that you can do. And, I especially like having it connected with our Google Assistant. And so, but it also works very well with the app. I can start a cleaning job anywhere, from anywhere at any time. As with any of these robotic vacuums, you need to make sure that the floor is sufficiently clean, and that if you have a lot of clutter on the floor, Otto still has a problem that he might run over it. And so it's especially hard in the kids' rooms that we need to keep their cords from their headphones and their electronics off the floor, because if Otto's going to run in there, because Otto is not very good at avoiding electrical cords and papers and things like that. And so it's one of the issues that happens with this. But, we try to keep the house sufficiently clean when we do that, and, pick up some clutter off the floor and then let Otto vacuum. And as a result, it's a lot easier than pulling out the vacuum cleaner and doing a good job vacuuming. And so we're really happy with our automatic vacuum, Otto. This is Otto the fourth, and we call him Junior. We actually have a senior in the basement, and so we have another one downstairs. And so we use those for cleaning all throughout the house. So I just thought I'd make a video about this and let you know how it all works. And from my perspective, it does work. It works really well, and it's something we're really happy with.